words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, welcome to our next card in the Labels Glow series of Craft at Home. So in your supplies you will have a slim line envelope. You will have a base card of soft succulent. You will have a piece of basic white. You will also have a piece of soft succulent ribbon. You will need to bring out the designer series paper that is the black, and it has the white speckledy boko background on it, and you will need to cut out 5 of those circles. You also have in your supplies 3 glitter circles that I have already cut out, and you have one from a previous card that you have done, or if you haven't done that one, save that piece of gold because you will need it. You will need to also cut out, you'll have a square of basic white in your kit. You need to cut out one of those, and that is for our words. So we can go ahead and stamp those. You'll need your memento ink, you'll need a greeting, you'll need your Stampin' seal or your tear and tape for this. You'll also need your multi-purpose adhesive, and you'll need a brush as well, and you'll need dimensionals, and I think we're good to go. So the very first thing you need to do is go ahead and stamp your sentiment into the center of your circle once you've cut that out. So cut out your stamp your sentiment, cut it out, and that's that. Cut out your 5 inner circles. Now for the piece of basic white, I have allowed this a little bit bigger just so that we can trim it if we need to. So what we're going to do is start off with cutting out one of our circles, and I'm just going to take that slightly to the top here, in roughly about just off center, slightly there. So we're going to cut that one out first. So now that's cut out, our next one we're going to do is come down here, and we're going to cut out one in this area here. So let's do that. Now we have done that one, I'm going to bring it up to the top here, and I'm going to just go slightly over to the side just so it's not in the same line as that, but I will be bringing it in ever so slightly. So cut that out. Now we've done that one, we're going to bring this over to here, and I'm going to cut that out there, like so. And then our other one is going to go just down here like that. So there's one there, and there is one here, and I'm just sort of bringing the edge of my die to the edge run of my circles. And a little tip you may like to do is actually run it back and forward through your die cutting machine a couple of times, because it is quite intricate. So do our last 2, one here and one down here. So there I have my last 2 cut out. I'm going to grab hold of my brush and my pad, and I'm going to start just cutting, pushing through, shimmy shimmy, and get rid of all of those dots. So you will end up with a bit of a mess on this one. Alright, so we have all of those pieces out of the way. What I'm going to do is just measure that, and I'm going to take a little bit of the sides, just deciding on which side. I think I'm going to take it from that side. So I'm just going to trim that now to match up with my base card. I want it just to have the ever so slight little bit of green showing from the front as well. Okay, so just take a little bit off that and a little bit off the bottom as well. Okay, so I've trimmed that. It's probably about 9 3/4 roughly wide, and just having it just a little bit of the soft succulent showing through on the edge there. So before we stick it to our base card, we're going to need to stick some of these circles on first. So you want to grab your scissors, and you'll need your dimensionals, and you'll need your multi-purpose adhesive. So the very first thing I'm going to do is glue down a black one. Then I'm going to glue down another black one. Then I'm going to glue down another black one over here, but I only am going to use about half of it. So I'm just going to make sure I only put adhesive on about half of that circle. Of course, if you wanted to, you could actually take these off and put them elsewhere. So we may be able to do that with a couple of them. It's entirely up to you. So this one we're only going to use a little piece, so you may not need a full circle on there. So this one here, I'm only going to be using about a quarter. And I'm just going to pop that into there. Just give that a little bit of a press and weight. Now, what you need to do here is, let me just get rid of some more of these little dots that are everywhere. What you're going to do now is glue down some of these glitter circles as well. So I'm going to be popping some of the glitter circles onto these sections here. I'm going to have my other black one over here, and I'm going to put half a glitter over here as well. So I'm going to actually add my adhesive to the base here and glue that down. And then I'm going to not overly worried about the holes, because it will actually go through my other side of my soft succulent, so don't stress too much. And then a little bit up here as well. So give that a minute just to dry all of our pieces. And what we're then going to do is bringing in our scissors. We're going, or you can use your trimmer, whichever you like. This one's just not quite set enough, so I'm just going to position that back down. And then I can use that piece for here. So you just leave that for a second to dry. Make sure they're all pushed down. And then what I'm going to do is take this circle off. And I'm now going to glue that circle. I'm going to just tuck it under the edge here. I'll add the adhesive to this side, I think, and a little bit to the other bit that's going to go under the black. So I'm going in, lining it up with my edge. All right, once they are all dry and ready to go, we're going to cut off the excess pieces here. What you're going to do is take your snail, Stampin' Seal, your snail, your tear and tape, whichever you like, and we're going to glue down our ribbon. And what I like to do for the ribbon is I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it back on itself, and then I'm folding it back on itself, and then I'm going to tweak it so that it's all nice and even, and then I'm going to glue it down onto my card, and then using 2 dimensionals, one up the top and one down the bottom, add on my words, but I'll just give that another quick sec to dry. Alright, so I'm going to just trim and then what we're going to do now is glue this to our base card of soft succulent. I'm going to be using tear and tape for this. Just to make it nice and secure. And I'm just going to avoid some of those center circles just there, and then some just there as well. Gluing down those. Okay, peel away just not quite dry, that one. Okay. Gluing that down, and now I'm going to add three strips of my Stampin' seal, and then I'm going to add my ribbon. Across and across and across, and then adding my words. There we go, just let that aside to dry, but that is our card. Okay, hope you like that one, and we have the slimline envelope to go with that as well. Okay, bye.